Good morning, class. This is the first video of chapter number 2, that is components of food. Okay, so in chapter 1, we made list of food items that we eat. We also identify food items eaten in the different parts of India and mark these on its map. Okay, so a meal could consist of chapati, dal, or brinjal curry. Another may be rice, sambar, and a vegetable preparation of lady's finger. Yet another meal could be appam, fish curry, and vegetables. Here we are talking about the meals that are eaten by the people of different states of India. Okay, as we all know, the people of different states have different kind of food. Okay, so in activity 1, we will see that our meals usually have a least one item made of some kind of grain, such as it can be a roti of makka, roti of wheat, roti of bajra, or roti of gram or chana. Okay, so it is a item of grain. Other items could be a dal or a dish of meat and vegetables. It may also include items like curd, butter, milk, and pickles. Okay, so this is a type of meal that all the people in living in India have. Okay, in their daily meal. Okay, some examples of meals from different regions are given in table number 2.1. Here in the table number 2.1, we can see this is the list of different food items that people have in Punjab and Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so item of grain eaten in Punjab is makki ki roti. Okay, item of dal or meat they have rajma or kidney beans, can say. Item of vegetables sarson saag. Item Other items that eaten in the daily meal is curd or ghee. In the same way for Andhra Pradesh, rice, tuar dal, kundru, buttermilk, ghee. Okay, so sometimes we may not really have all this variety in our meals if we are traveling. Okay, मोस्टली क्या होता है, जब हम लोग भी ट्रैवल कर रहे होते हैं कहीं पे, तो हम लोग डेली मील नहीं ये सब प्रेफर कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, क्योंकि ये मील तभी पॉसिबल है जब हम लोग घर में रह रहे हों। वैसे तो आजकल ऑनलाइन सर्विस आ गई है, तो आप जो चाहें मंगा सकते हो कहीं भी। It may not be possible for some of us to eat such a variety of items most of the time. There must be some reason though why meals usually consist of such a distribution. Here is an important point for all of you, why there is so much items, why there are so much items in the daily meals that the people of different regions have. यहाँ पे खाने के लिए इतनी सारी चीज़ें क्यों दी गई हैं एक ही मील में? क्या हम एक मील में सिर्फ रोटी और राजमा नहीं खा सकते हैं? क्या हम एक मील में सिर्फ राइस और तुअर दाल नहीं खा सकते हैं? We can have it, but why, what is the reason behind so much of things that are required to have in daily meal? What is the need of so much of different things? The reason is we get different type of nutrients from the each thing that we have in our meal. Okay, we get some nutrient from makke ki roti, some other nutrients from rajma, some other nutrients from sarson saag, some other nutrients from curd ghee. Like from makke ki roti we can have carbohydrates, from rajma or kidney beans we can have proteins. Okay, and also carbohydrates. From sarson saag we can get iron and magnesium. Okay, from curd and ghee we can get proteins and fats. Okay, so these are the nutrients which are very important for our body that we get from the different sources of food. Okay, so the ingredients contain some components that are needed by our body. These components are called nutrients. Okay, the major nutrients in our food are named as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. In addition, food contains dietary fibers, dietary fibers and water, which are also needed by our body. Okay, so what is the use of dietary fibers and water? What does they give to our body? Dietary fibers and waters helps in the digestion of a food, and they take out the excess waste that our body gets with the food we eat. Okay, they help in the process of digestion, and they also helps in the excretion of excess of waste that comes with the food that we have in our daily meal. Okay, okay, so now we have understood that why we have different types of food in our daily meal, because we get different types of nutrients from the different sources of food. The nutrients that are needed by our body are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. In addition to food contains dietary fibers and water for the excretion of external excess waste, and also helps in the process of digestion. Okay, so all these things are required by our body to function it into a good form. Okay, so here is a question for all of us, that do all food contains all these nutrients? क्या ये सारे जो खाने की चीज़ें हैं, वो ये सारे न्यूट्रिएंट्स एक खाने में हमें मिल सकते हैं क्या? Okay, so we will test this with simple methods. We can test whether a cooked food or a raw ingredients contain one or more of these nutrients. The test for presence of carbohydrates, proteins and fats are simpler to do as to compare to the test for other nutrients. So there are different tests assigned for the presence of nutrients in our food, such as carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Okay, so we will see and understand these types of tests. Okay, so for carrying out of these tests, you will need a solution of iodine, copper, sulfate and caustic soda. Okay, so these are the three things that are required for the presence of protein, fats and carbohydrates. Okay, so some food items are given in this table. You can conduct the test either with these or any other available food items. Do these tests carefully and do not try to eat or taste any chemicals. Children, these chemicals are very harmful for our body. Okay, so as we are not performing this test on our own, but if you ever get a chance to perform these types of tests, do not lick or taste the chemicals, because these chemicals are very harmful for our body. Okay, they can damage our body in different ways. So if the required solution are not available in the ready-made form, we as a teacher can prepare them for you, for for all of you. Okay, so let us begin by testing different food items to see if they contain carbohydrates. So there is a first test for the nutrient carbohydrate. Okay, there are many types of carbohydrates. The main carbohydrates found in our body are in the form of starch and sugar. Okay, so we have understood that the carbohydrates that are present in our body is in the form of uh, starch and sugar. Okay, we can easily test if a food items contains starch or not. Okay, the most obvious food that contains carbohydrate is potato. Okay, so we will take some things that contains carbohydrates and some other food items that do not contains carbohydrates, and we will test it with the help of iodine solution. First we have to make iodine solution. Here are some steps given in this chapter to make a iodine solution. Let's read them first. Okay, so step 1 is a dilute solution of iodine can be prepared by adding a few drops of tincture iodine to a test tube half filled with water. Okay, so tincture iodine we have to take few drops and we have to put it into a test tube. ये बच्चों टेस्ट ट्यूब कुछ इस तरीके का होता है, ठीक है. ये थोड़ा सा बीकर जैसा लग रहा है बट टेस्ट ट्यूब पतला होता है. ओके, आई think most of you have seen the test tube. So this is a type of test tube. Okay, so we have to half fill it with water and half filled with tincture iodine. Okay, now copper sulfate solution can be prepared by dissolving 2 gram of copper sulfate in 100 ml of water. We have for the copper, this is for the iodine. Okay, this is for the copper sulfate solution. Okay, so we have to put 2 grams of copper sulfate in this and 100 ml of water to form a copper sulfate solution. Okay, this one is for copper sulfate, this one is for iodine solution. Third one is for the caustic soda. 10 gram of caustic soda we have to take and we have to put 100 ml of water which is required for the solution of caustic soda. So these are the three solutions we have to make for the presence of different nutrients in our food. Okay, so here is activity number 2. This is activity number 2 for the presence of starch. Okay, so take a small quantity of food items or a raw ingredients, put 2-3 drops of dilute iodine solution on it. As a food item we can take potato or any other vegetable that contains carbohydrate. Okay, first we will take a potato because we know that potato is a rich source of carbohydrate. Okay, so we will take potato first. We can also take rice. Okay, because rice is also a source of carbohydrates. Okay, so now we will put 2 to 3 drops of dilute iodine solution on it. Okay, and observe that is there any change of the color in the food items. Did it turn blue black? If the food items color indicates the color is blue black, it indicates the presence of starch in the food items. Okay, so we have to repeat this test with the other food items to see that whether it contains starch or carbohydrates in it or not. Okay, so we will better understand this test with the help of video so that you can memorize the test very well.
An important constituent of our daily food are carbohydrates, which we consume in the form of starch. Starch is a high-calorie food that converts to sugar during digestion. Starch is also produced by all green plants as an energy store. Today we will conduct an experiment to test the presence of starch in potato, rice, sugar, and salt.
So students, these are the different food items and we are going to test the presence of carbohydrates or starch in these particular types of food items. Okay, this is the iodine solution this is rice, this is sugar cubes, this is salt, and these are potatoes. Okay, so we are going to test the presence of starch in all these food items. Let's continue with the video.
For this, we will need iodine solution, which is yellow-brown in color. Note the change in the color of iodine as it is put on the rice and potato.
Okay, so it is turning blue-black. You can see the color of rice is turning blue-black.
Both turn the iodine blue-black. Put some iodine on the sugar cubes.
Carbohydrate also, the presence of carbohydrates indicates
The color does
color
not
is
change.
blue-black.
Salt too does not change its color.
Okay, so we seen in the video, we have seen in the video that the color of potato and rice turns into blue black. Okay, so these two food items indicate the presence of carbohydrates in it. Okay, in the case of sugar and salt, it doesn't change to any other color. Okay, the color of iodine solution remains the same, so it indicates that sugar and salt does not contain carbohydrates. Okay,
The color does not change. Salt too does not change its color. This proves that sugar and salt do not contain starch.
so starch reacts with iodine to form a blue black compound. Okay, so we have understood from this video that to presence to test the presence of carbohydrates in different types of food, we can do it with the help of iodine solution. We have tested it in potatoes and in rice. Okay, okay, so students, here in the figure 2.3 you can see some sources of carbohydrates. Okay, so what are these sources? Let us see. This is bajra is a great source of carbohydrate. Rice, wheat, sweet potato, sugarcane, papaya, melon, mango, and maize. Okay, so these are the different sources, different foods which contains carbohydrates in it. Okay, so now we are going to do the test for fats. Let us see what are the steps that are used in the process for the testing of fats. Okay, so take a small quantity of food item, wrap it in a piece of paper and crush it. Take care that the paper does not tear. Now straighten the paper and observe it carefully. Does it have a oily patch? Hold the paper against light. Are you able to see the light faintly through this patch? An oily patch on paper shows that food items contain fat. The food items sometimes contain a little water. Therefore, after you rubbed an item on paper, let the paper dry for a while. If there were any water that may have come from food, it would dry up. After some time, if no oily patch shows up after this, the food item does not contain fat. So students, in the test for fats, we have learned that fats contains oil. ओके, और ये हम कैसे कर सकते हैं? हमें इसमें क्या करना है, हमें एक कोई भी फूड आइटम लेना है जो फैट कंटेन्स करता है, ठीक है। हमें उसको एक पेपर में लपेट देना है और उसको क्रश कर देना है ताकि उसके अंदर का जो लिक्विड है वो पेपर पे ट्रेस हो सके, ठीक है। उसके बाद हमें वो क्रश्ड फूड आइटम को साइड में कर देना है और उस पेपर को 2 से 3 मिनट के लिए ड्राई होने के लिए रख देना है, ठीक है। क्योंकि मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम क्या होता है कि जो फूड आइटम है उसमें वाटर भी कंटेन होता है, ठीक है, वाटर भी होता है। तो अगर वो जो पेपर गीला हुआ है वो उसमें वो किसकी वजह से हुआ है, या तो ऑयल की वजह से हुआ है या वाटर की वजह से हुआ है, ठीक है। तो हमें ये जानने के लिए उस पेपर को 2 से 3 मिनट के लिए ड्राई करना है। अगर वो पेपर पानी की वजह से गीला हुआ है जो उस फूड आइटम के थ्रू आया है तो हमें पता चल जाएगा, क्योंकि पानी सूख जाता है तो पेपर वापस से अपनी पुरानी कंडीशन में आ जाएगा। लेकिन अगर वो ऑयल की वजह से गीला हुआ है तो वो पेपर वापस से अपनी प्रीवियस कंडीशन में नहीं जाएगा। हम लोगों को वो पेपर हल्का हल्का लाइट दिखाई देगा, ठीक है। वी कैन सी द लाइट थ्रू द पेपर, ओके। इट बिकम्स लिटिल ब्लर, ओके। So, what does that indicate? That indicates that the food items contain oil in it, and oil indicates the presence of fat in the food item. Okay. तो जब पेपर पे ऑयल लगा होगा we will be able to see the light faintly through this patch. Okay. So this was the test for fats. Now we are going to see the test for proteins. Okay. First, let us see the sources of fats. So these are the sources of fats, okay. Ghee, meat, fish, eggs, cream, butter, milk. These are the different sources for fats, okay. Most of the sources that are for fats also contains proteins in it, okay. Like in meats we can have both fats and protein, in fish also, in eggs also, in butter, milk, cream also, okay. So all these food items contains proteins also, okay. So all these are the oil, which also contains great amount of fat and protein in it, okay. So students, I hope you like this video, and if you have any doubt you can clear it in Google Meet session, okay. Thank you.